Our monastery started over 50 years ago, but we as a community started with the Ukrainian Greek Catholics from Western Ukraine, and there was a Franciscan monastery that started to inspire work among the Carpatho-Russian and Ukrainians in America who had come from Europe. So prior to 65, that's where we were. And since St. Francis had become a beloved patron, we took him with us into Orthodoxy. So when we became Orthodox, we took St. Francis with us and remember his memory and have a feast because he's a very Orthodox-like saint. And he's known for the protection of animals and the environment. So we do this every year close to his feast day. His feast day is going to be next week, but it's the closest Saturday to his feast day. That way people are off work so they can bring their dogs. So we've been doing this for at least maybe 15 years. And in ancient times, a prince might have endowed a monastery or something like that, or a rich family. Well, that doesn't happen in America, so we had to support ourselves, and it just happened. We had a German Shepherd when we began, and when he got lost, we tried to reproduce the best German Shepherd. So in trying to make the best German Shepherd, we ended up breeding. And while we were breeding, we found out many people would love to have a dog raised by the monks. So that became a very clear choice that was marketable. And as a matter of fact, we do. People come from all over, and they pay a decent price. I mean, you can never put a price on the number of man hours that goes into raising puppies, but we have a good market price, and that pretty much pays the bills. The other thing is that we train any breed. So our training is well known. We publish book by Little Brown, which is a big publisher. So our training books are still in hardback. They're still available in all major stores. So our training has gotten a lot of attention. You can't set a dial and order 10 puppies. It's whatever Mother Nature gives you. So the dog breeding is unpredictable, whereas the training is much more predictable. We can schedule 10 dogs, 8 dogs, whatever we like. So with those two aspects of the dog business, we have a fairly stable income. And we don't get a penny from the church. We have donations from people, but the church as an institution doesn't pay anything. We pay our own way.
Any professional secrets?
Well, with dog raising, you have to have lots of patience. And that's good because a monk should be patient. A monk should have a certain amount of intuition and understanding of, that's why, the famous legends about St. Sergius being friendly with bears, and all through the centuries there have been animals close to different saints, lions in the desert, things like that. And it's supposed to reflect, as a phenomenon, the nature of the monastic dedication to restore paradise. Now, in paradise, as the ideal, as the myth in the best sense, we know that there was harmony between men and women and each other and with the animals. So that's the aspect of paradise we hope to introduce, is a certain amount of harmony. So we train dogs to be obedient and harmony in the family, and then we raise puppies that are again trained to be obedient and harmony. At the same time, for us to respect the nature of a dog, to not expect the dog to be a child substitute or a perfect animal. It's an animal. So there are many levels of understanding and intuition that the training business has brought, and that's been recognized by people. So our dogs are very valuable. We have a long waiting list.